Standing at the base of these towering, intricately carved stone monuments, the sheer weight of centuries old craftsmanship was completely undeniable. Today, I set out to explore some of the most massive and detailed medieval masonry in all of Ireland. Let's get out there and explore. Welcome back to Jolly Good Journeys. Still operating from my base camp in Omeath, I drove a bit further south this afternoon to uncover the ancient monastic ruins of Monasterboice. Passing through the old iron gates, a quiet gravel pathway led me directly into a sprawling historical cemetery. The atmosphere here was instantly peaceful, yet incredibly heavy with age. Tilted, moss covered headstones flanked the path, perfectly setting a solemn tone as the massive structures of the old monastery began to lift into view against the horizon. I found myself drawn first to the roofless ruins of the ancient church. Walking inside these hollowed out walls, I took my time appreciating the raw grit of the mortar and stacked stones that have stood here for centuries. Newer graves are nestled tightly right within the footprint of the old masonry, creating a striking layer of history where the past and present are completely bound together in stone. Wandering through the heavy, narrow archways, you get a real sense of the quiet isolation of the site. The thick rock simply blocks out the rest of the world. Emerging from the church walls, I was immediately confronted by the site's soaring round tower. Standing at the base and tracking its masonry all the way up to the sky is an incredible experience. Built as a refuge and a watchtower, its defensive grit is unmistakable. The stone is beautifully fractured and weathered, missing its original conical cap, leaving the jagged upper edge completely open to the elements. But the absolute masterpieces of Monasterboice are the high crosses, particularly Muiredach's cross. Moving in close to the limestone, the sheer detail of the historic craftsmanship is staggering. Every single panel is deeply carved with ancient scenes, figures, and complex Celtic interlacing. Running my eyes over these deeply recessed, lichen stained textures, I could feel the centuries of wind and rain that have slowly softened but never erased this incredible storytelling. To close out the afternoon, I spent some time taking in the dramatic silhouette of the high cross across the sky. It is incredibly rare to find stone carving of this scale perfectly intact, standing out here exactly where it was placed over 1,000 years ago. Looking past the heavy arms of the cross towards the broken edge of the round tower, you really get a sense of the quiet endurance of this place. As shadows began to stretch out across the graveyard, highlighting the deep grooves in the limestone, I appreciated the sheer density of the ancient masonry gathered in this single field. It's a powerful reminder of the gritty craftsmanship built to outlast generations. Next time, I'll be heading the road again from Omeath to explore more of Ireland's hidden ruins. I'll see you then.